What's going on? So today I have a foundation review, so let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So I picked up some of these foundations from a brand called Prestige from my local King Dollar store. So they were $1.15. And I looked at these foundations up to see, what they were all about. And I found them on Amazon and on Sears.com for $7.95. I also found a website for the cosmetic brand, which I will list in the info box down below in case you guys just want to check them out or whatever. So here are the two colors that I got, and these are the Prestige TouchTone cream to powder foundation, and I got it in the color brownie and in the color coffee bean. They are really like creamy when you once you start like swatching them, they're really creamy and they're easy to blend, and they do go on like a cream and then they start taking on a more powder finish when you're done, but they don't like make you look like caked on. I really like the formula, and the consistency is nice, at least in these colors. Kind of swatched it like kind of heavy so you guys can see, and see even like when I'm blending it out, like it blends out really good, and I'm just using my fingertips. I would say that they're a medium to full coverage foundation depending on how you build it on, but I would not build these foundations too much, because if you start building it up too much, it's going to start getting like really cakey. Like if you build too much too soon, wouldn't do too many layers, otherwise it's just gonna start looking like really cakey, and it's not gonna look good. I wore the foundation yesterday, and I wore brownie because brownie is a little bit closer to my skin tone and coffee bean's a little bit darker. So if I wanted a light contour, I would go in, I could definitely use coffee bean for that. I wore it yesterday and I wore it all freaking day, and it is hot. It's just the kind of weather that you really just do not want to have a full face of makeup on in. You can't do it. It's just too hot to be having makeup on. Like as soon as you step outside, your makeup is going to start melting off of your face. Like it's gonna start melting. That's how hot it is outside. So when I used the makeup yesterday, I used it with the intention of also kind of just seeing how would it hold up in like hot weather. How long would it last before it just started like melting off my face. I applied the makeup at 8 a.m. So at 8 a.m., I applied the makeup or whatever. I didn't do too much to it. Like I didn't use a setting spray or anything like that. I did use a little bit of setting powder, but I didn't want to use too much setting powder because I just wanted to see just flat out how the foundation performed just on its own. Like I didn't want to like put anything on it. Of course, once you start putting like powder and setting spray and stuff like that's going to extend your wear time of your makeup. But like I said, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see just flat out without any extra, like what kind of staying power this foundation had. That's what I wanted to see. Put it on at 8 o'clock. And then I naturally just have like oily skin, especially in the summertime, like my cheeks and stuff, T-zone area, all that stuff starts getting a little shine and get a little shiny. We get a little shiny in the summertime. I didn't have to touch it up till noon. The foundation was still intact. It hadn't moved and slipped and slid and melted by 12 noon, but I was indoors. Okay, so when I left. From 12 o'clock when I left, I was outside. I had to walk outside, I had to be in the heat, and then I had to run a few errands. So I was in and out of the AC and into the heat. So at 12 o'clock I freshened up. So probably again around 3 o'clock. And again, keep in mind, for me, I just have oily skin. So I had to like touch it up, just like I just used a little bit of just use some oil blotting tissues, and I just blotted my face. I didn't use any like touch up with mattifying powder or anything like that. Okay, I did it again at 3 o'clock. Makeup still looks fine. Makeup was still intact. I checked my makeup again until about maybe like 9 o'clock. Yeah, like 9 o'clock is when I checked my makeup again. And when I checked my makeup again at 9 o'clock, y'all, my makeup makeup was still pretty much intact. Now it had broken down a little bit because, you know, it was a long day. I was in and out the heat, you know, and things like that. So it had broken down just a little bit. But for the most part, I was very impressed that it was it was still on my face. I could have probably touched it up and got a little bit more wear out of it rather than having to take it off and start all over because of the heat and stuff. So I was super freaking impressed with these foundations because I've been looking for different foundations and things like that to try. So I do think this foundation is really, really good. I mean, like I said, it blends really well. It has a lot of staying power, and I do recommend this foundation. If you can find it for like a discounted price or something like that, definitely it's definitely worth a try. And I will list all the information to all the places and stuff like that I found it. If I find it for a really good price, like very, very close to what I paid for it, then I will definitely link that in the info box down below as well, so that you guys can check it out if you are interested in checking out this foundation. Any of you guys are in the Houston area where you can get to a King Dollar, definitely pick up some and try it for yourself and see how you like it. Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed this little mini review of these prestige cosmetic foundations. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It sure will bring a smile. Well guys, see you in my next video. Bye.